Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It is Thursday, March 27th, 2025. This is Liz Fernay, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Do you need an OMG fact today? Well, here it is. The principal use for nicotine other than cigarettes is insecticide. Who knew? Anyways, we have some news, so shall we? The Annapolis City Council has approved a resolution accepting a committee's recommendation to increase salaries for the mayor, city council members, and the city manager. While the vote does not enact any changes, it acknowledges a report from the Salary Review Commission, which found current salaries inadequate compared to nearby jurisdictions. The report suggests raising the mayor's salary from $98,000 to $120,000, council member salaries from $18,500 to $32,000, and the city manager salary to a range between $250,000 and $294,000. Any approved increases would take effect after the next council is sworn in, with the fiscal 2026 budget deadline set for June 30th. Southern Middle School Principal Kelly McVeigh has been named the 2025 Middle School Principal of the Year by Maryland Association of Secondary School Principals. McVeigh, who has led the Lothian-based school since 2021, has overseen consistent academic performance and a designation as a 2024 Wellness School of Distinction. She began her career as a social studies teacher in Howard County before moving into administration. McVeigh will now represent Maryland in the National Principal of the Year competition, with a winner to be announced in July. Good luck, Principal McVeigh. To make room for the scheduled construction around Annapolis City Dock, the Annapolis Spring Sailboat Show will be moving further into Ego Alley during the event's run from April 25th to April 27th. Which, this move makes a whole lot of sense in my humble opinion, construction or no construction. The Sailboat Show will showcase a variety of sailboats, marine accessories, and sailing gear while offering hands-on workshops and opportunities to meet with the industry professionals. Boating enthusiasts and visitors can enjoy these interactive exhibits and gain valuable insights into sailing and waterfront activities. The show is a key event for the Annapolis maritime community and is expected to draw visitors from across the region. And I personally know at least 3 folks from New York who are coming down to Annapolis specifically for the boat shows. Applications are now open for Leadership Anne Arundel's flagship program class of 2026. This prestigious program offers emerging and established community leaders an in-depth look at the region's challenges and opportunities through a 9-month curriculum. The deadline to apply is approaching, so interested candidates should submit their applications soon to be considered for this highly regarded leadership development opportunity. The Annapolis Symphony Orchestra presents Fiesta, the 5th concert in its Masterwork series, bringing passion, rhythm, and a world premiere to stage. The concert will feature vibrant Latin-inspired compositions, showcasing the energy and spirit of Latin American music. Music lovers can expect an unforgettable evening of dynamic performances, including new works and beloved classics. All right, now for some podcast housekeeping stuff. Up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight, Art Dandridge of Interim Healthcare of Annapolis chats with John about in-home care for aging loved ones. That drops at noon on Saturday. And in closing, one of the best ways to keep up on local news is that daily news recap email that goes out 7 p.m. every single day. It is free, paywall free, and here's a link to sign up. Please feel free to let your friends, family, and colleagues all know about it as well. And now that is a wrap, and as always, thank you for being you, and thank you to today's sponsors for the Daily News Brief: Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, both the Bay Ridge and the Annapolis Spring Sailboat Shows, and Mac Medics. All right, so you guys can just sit back and relax because your Eye on Annapolis local weather is still not coming up, but it will tomorrow when John is back. But what we do have is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace here with your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minutes, and that is coming up right now, so hang tight.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. Tonight, check out the Annapolis Science Cafe at 49 West. This session is Find Your Flow by Melissa Schmitz, where you'll be discussing creative flow and how you can elevate your everyday thinking and actions. Flow is the immersive state where distractions vanish and focus takes over, often linked to artists, but the flow mindset sparks innovation in all areas of life in many disciplines. Down in Edgewater at Muddy Creek Artists Guild, on Wednesday, check out their Art and Bloom show at Knits and Pieces off of Bestgate Road. Tuesday, they have a comprehensive Learn to Knit class. Sunday, they have a Barocco Mystery Knit-Along group, as well as a basic sweater knitting class, making a super simple summer sweater. And registration is open for their Intro to Lac Knitting workshop, as well as more comprehensive Learn to Knit, comprehensive Learn to Crochet, and Barocco Mystery Knit-Along groups, coming up in April, May, and June. At the Willow Oak Flower and Herb Farm in Severn, Saturday, check out their Easter Flower Centerpiece workshop, as well as their Easter egg hunt. At Local by Design, Saturday, they have a painting workshop with Christopher Best, and more workshops in April involving painting and fused glass. And also, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, check out their Annapolis Artisans Market, where they open up their workshop, so you can meet the artists in residence there, and maybe pick up some nice gifts. At Art Farm in Annapolis, tomorrow there's Sunset Serenity, beginning watercolor pop-up workshop. Saturday, there's a double exposure intermediate photography for adults. Sunday, there's a Pasanki Ukrainian egg decorating workshop, as well as an acrylic painting workshop doing flowers, and also their Vibe, Flow, and Chill Yoga. And registration is open for more adult workshops, including more sketch nights, advanced Pasanki Ukrainian egg decorating, jewelry making, wet felting, and more. And with the Art Farm Kids Art Camps, today there's intermediate fashion design for ages 9 through 13, as well as mixed media art school for ages 11 through 15. On Saturday, there's a kids art school for ages 7 through 9, as well as another one for ages 10 through 13. On Monday, there's cartooning for ages 9 through 12, kids art school for ages 4 through 5, as well as another kids art school for ages 6 through 8. Tuesday, there's mixed media art school for ages 9 through 11, as well as a Zen art school for ages 6 through 8. And finally, on Wednesday, there's pencil, charcoal, ink, and watercolor for ages 9 through 11. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library System this week, today, Broadneck has a Crafternoon with Women's History Month. Severna Park has a STEAM Storytime, and Linthicum has a Lego Club. Saturday, Severna Park has a STEAM Storytime. Monday, Bush Annapolis has Robotics at the Library, hosted by the South River High School FTC Power Robotics team. And Crofton has a Crofton Houseplant Club. On Tuesday, Glen Burnie has Little Engineers Constructive Play. Eastport Annapolis Neck has Homeschool STEAM, studying the Atlantic Horseshoe Crab. And Severn has April Fool's Day STEAM. And then on Wednesday, Edgewater has Skeins and Stitches, as well as Throw and Sew, making seed balls. Bush Annapolis says Make a Sunny Flower out of a paper plate for kids ages 6 through 10. Severna Park has a Lego Challenge, and Eastport Annapolis Neck has Earth Day Terrariums. At Unallocated Space in Millersville, tonight they have a virtual happy hour. Tomorrow they have a DEF CON 443 cybersecurity meetup. Saturday they have Machine Sewing 101. Lesson number 1 is Sewing and Fabric Basics. Monday they have a project night. And then on Wednesday they have their weekly open house. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. And whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's
Coping
Maker
with
Minutes.
advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night. If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.